to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast, and I've got to say I'm delighted to be joined by EKOW ESSUMAN. EKOW, first and foremost, before we get down into the nitty-gritty, Happy New Year, brother.
Oh, Happy New Year, Andrew. Hope you've been keeping well. I have. I've been training through it, staying active, ready.
Well, I've been keeping well, mate. I've not been training as hard as you because you've got a big fight on the horizon, but I've been training a little bit. So, let's just jump straight into it. I put up on my Instagram story what a fight this is, and it was your fight poster with Chris KONGO. I suppose I would just start. How excited are you for this fight?
I'm really excited for it. I've been waiting for a good fight with an opponent more or less same ranking as me or above, where people are questioning what's going to go on, how's it going to happen, and really rings a bell because maybe a year ago or year and a half ago, I had a conversation with Carl Froch, and he just kept saying, "Eki, you need to get a fight with someone who's a name, maybe even on a different promotion, just where there's like, it's a pick 'em fight. People argue over it and whatnot, and then after that fight, all right, you'll be sorted. You'll really establish yourself." So I'm really excited and happy for the opportunity for the fight.
EKOW, I spoke to you after the Atway fight, I believe, in Manchester, and I said you defended the British title outright. You've defended the Commonwealth title 3 times. You're IBF welterweight, so I was sort of like a European, sorry. And I was saying to yourself, what's next? And the next obvious route is obviously that European. So what was the thinking to taking Chris KONGO and putting all your belts on the line again?
You know what it was? Obviously, I wanted the European, but the European is locked up in a match, which will be, I think, in March, possibly. And then to be able to challenge for such a belt, you'd have to wait until possibly June. We put in our bids for it. And I know Congo, I believe also Fox or someone on his side also put in a bid for him to fight for the European. So not like we're not going for the same things. So he's in my way and he needs to go.
I mean, like I said to you, it's a great fight. I mean, Chris KONGO, he's got that one loss against Michael McKinson, and we know Michael McKinson, he put up a great performance in his last outing against Ortiz. So McKinson's at that world level. He's probably established himself up at there. So Chris has only had that one loss, but it's against a world-ranked opponent. So what does a win for you against Chris KONGO do for your career?
A win for me, I guess, against Chris KONGO just accelerates exactly where I want to be and where I'm going, because he's already fought the likes of Formella, kind of that fringe world title level, and he's taken their ranking. And the way I'm thinking of it, there's no point me fighting someone like that if I can fight Chris, because I'll just take his ranking.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that welterweight division, especially in the UK, we've got Conor Benn. We don't know the situation with Conor just yet, but Michael McKinson, Chris, and you, I think you could probably argue who is the top of the tree. And does this fight decide that? Yeah,
I mean, who's at the top of the tree? The person who's willing to fight to get there.
So what kind of performance do you need to put on? I mean, obviously, when people watch you fight, I can't remember what your nickname is. Is it the Engine or Rolls Royce or something like that? Because you've got an engine like a Rolls Royce. I'm going to call you Rolls Royce because you've got an engine like a Rolls Royce. You just go and go and go. So we know the type of fights you're in, and Chris is obviously an exciting fight. So what kind of fight are you expecting? Are you expecting a war, a strategical fight? What are you hoping for?
I won't give away too much, but I'm just gonna do what I do best. I'm known for my engine, but what I do best is I break things. I break people, I break souls, I break motivation. So I'm just gonna break Chris.
It'll be a tough task, because Chris has obviously shown his mettle when he got dropped by McKinson and came back into the fight himself. So it's a fight I'm looking forward to. Like I said, I'm going to be lucky enough to get down there and cover the fight. So I mean, it's on Sky Sports. It's in front of the Liverpool crowd, and we know what the Scousers bring. They bring the atmosphere at every show. So, what can we expect from you then? I know you said you break souls and stuff like that, but what else can we see from you?
Just you see more of a matured performance in what I do. I've been in semi-wars like with Danny Ball. I've been in those matches where you have to be cautious and watch out for what people are doing with your Jenkins. I've been against the Darren Tetley, good southpaw, who knows how to use his distance perception. I've been with Antwi with that awkward kind of Mayweather Philly shell-ish style. It's just what you'll see is a culmination of everything that I do, just at the right time, and yeah.
You mentioned a lot of attributes from all the opponents that you've faced there, southpaws, the Philly shell. Chris Kongo does bring a severe height advantage to you. Would that play a factor in this?
Not really. I mean, so did Danny Ball.
True. That's very true. Yeah. Where do you go? Where do you go then? I went against Chris Kongo. I mean, like I said to you last time I spoke to you out in Manchester, after that we win, we were talking about the European, so all going well. Where do you go after this? Is it that European? Is it that world level? I mean, a lot of fighters look at that welterweight division, especially at world level, and it's probably one of the best divisions at world level. When you look at the names that are there, you've got two of the pound for pounds just sitting up there, Terence Crawford and Spence. You've got Ugas, you've got Virgil Ortiz, a young uppercut, Jaron Ennis. I mean, it's just an exciting division to be in. Are you eager to get to that level soon rather than later?
I'm eager to get to that level, yes. I mean, there's no point saying later just because it's a busy weight and there's really good people in it. That's the whole point of prize fighting. You wanna be the best fighter, you wanna win the prizes, you wanna prove you're the best. So there's no point shying away from it. I want to get there, and I want to get there, well, not now, but I want to get there as soon as possible. So yeah.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, I cut you off there. I do apologize.
Oh no, I lost my track of thinking. But yeah, I want to get there as soon as possible. And actually, I can remember what I was going to say. I was going to say this fight for me is an exciting fight because I mean, the WBC silver's on the line, and I like the green one, so I'm well motivated.
Well, listen, it's going to be a great fight, but it'll be remiss of me not to get your thoughts on the actual headline fight for that card that you're fighting on is Chris Eubank and Liam Smith. I suppose as a fighter, you're concentrating Chris Kongo, but that's a massive fight and an intriguing fight. And as a boxing fan, I'm sure you've got a semi-opinion on it. What's your thoughts on that fight then?
Well, the headline fight, I'm excited for the headline fight. I was watching that first presser and I was just cackling. Chris Eubank, he's one of those characters like as he said, he's been the bad guy for a while, but I think people are coming around to his sense of humor and just how he is. And yeah, his character's a likable, funny character. And obviously in Liam's case, Liam's also a very likable character. He's very serious, but so both the dynamics and the pressers have made it seem like the match is going to be a really good, exciting one, and I'm excited for it.
So am I, mate. It's going to be a great weekend, especially I'm a huge boxing fan, and that fight toppled with yours and Chris's fight there, it's got me excited. So I'm really looking forward to getting down there. Yeah, but one final one for me. Do you have a message for Chris if he watches this?
Not really. I mean, it is what it is. He signed the contract. It's too late to back out now. So I'm just raring to go and excited for the match.
Echo, listen, I do appreciate your time, man. I was excited about this fight when I saw it on Instagram yesterday, and I'm even more excited to get to cover the fight myself when I get down to Liverpool in a couple of weeks. But Echo, listen, keep training hard, mate, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks, mate. So keep training hard.
Yeah, I'll see you soon, and I will do it. I'm doing.
Good man. Cheers, Echo. Cheers, brother.
All right. Cheers.
Bye now.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.